Kundalini energy represents one of the most profound and transformative concepts in Eastern spiritual traditions, especially within the systems of Kundalini Yoga and Tantra. Originating in ancient India, this energy is symbolized as a sleeping serpent resting at the base of the spine, specifically in the root chakra. The term Kundalini derives from the Sanskrit word meaning circular or spiral, referring to the characteristic movement of this energy when awakened. In yogic scriptures and tantric texts, it is described as the primordial energy of divine consciousness that, when activated, can elevate the practitioner to higher states of perception and spiritual fulfillment. Traditionally, Kundalini is considered the feminine energy or Shakti, complementary to the masculine consciousness or Shiva, representing the essential union between opposites to achieve the state of cosmic unity. This energy slumbers in a potential state within all human beings, awaiting the right moment to be awakened through specific practices. The Kundalini awakening is not just an energetic phenomenon, but a complete transformation of the nervous system, mind, and consciousness. Many spiritual masters describe this process as a symbolic death of the ego and a rebirth into higher levels of existence. Kundalini is often represented artistically as a serpent coiled in 3 or 3/2 coils, symbolizing the 3 gunas qualities of nature, and the 3 main energy channels of the body, the Ida lunar, the Pingala solar, and the Sushumna central. This visual representation carries profound symbolic implications regarding the potential for transformation that resides within each individual. The number 3.5, associated with the coils of the serpent, also appears in other spiritual traditions as a symbol of completeness and integration. Understanding this symbolism helps us realize that the Kundalini awakening is a process of integrating seemingly opposing aspects of the human psyche. From an energetic perspective, Kundalini is considered the most refined and potent life force within the human being. Far beyond conventional physical or emotional energy, it operates at subtle levels of consciousness and can manifest through intense physical sensations, altered states of consciousness, and transcendental experiences. When dormant, this energy maintains the basic balance of life and physical health, but when consciously awakened, it becomes a powerful catalyst for spiritual evolution. Ancient wisdom teaches that this energy should not be forced or manipulated without proper preparation, as its nature is extremely powerful and transformative. The study of Kundalini transcends mere academic interest, as it involves a direct understanding of the nature of human consciousness and the unlimited potential that resides within each being. Many modern researchers have recognized parallels between traditional teachings on Kundalini and contemporary discoveries in neuroscience and transpersonal psychology. Kundalini energy can be understood as a bridge between ancient knowledge and the most recent scientific discoveries about expanded states of consciousness. This understanding opens doors to an integrative approach that honors both traditional wisdom and the advances of modern knowledge. The spine plays a fundamental role in the human energetic system, serving as the main channel through which Kundalini energy ascends during its activation process. From a yogic and tantric perspective, the spine is not just a physical support structure, but a sacred energetic axis that connects the different levels of consciousness and the various energy centers of the body. The central channel, known as Sushumna, runs parallel to the spinal cord and represents the main pathway through which Kundalini rises from the base of the spine to the center of the head. This integrative concept of the spine perfectly unites the physical and spiritual aspects, demonstrating how the physical body is the sacred temple for the manifestation of divine energy. Anatomically, the spine is composed of 33 vertebrae that protect the spinal cord and allow the flexibility necessary for body movement. However, from an energetic perspective, each vertebra corresponds to specific energy centers and is related to different aspects of the human experience. The sacral region, where Kundalini resides, is associated with the basic energies of survival and creation, while the upper regions connect to the higher aspects of consciousness. The importance of the spine in the Kundalini activation process explains why practices such as yoga, postures, stretches, and body alignment techniques are so essential to preparing the physical body for this energetic transformation. The nervous system, intimately connected to the spine, acts as a physical conductor of the subtle energetic currents that flow during Kundalini awakening. As this energy moves through the Sushumna, it stimulates various nerve centers and ganglia along the spine, causing profound changes in the functioning of the autonomic nervous system. These changes can manifest as intense physical sensations, altered breathing patterns, altered states of consciousness, and even permanent changes in sensory perception. Proper preparation of the nervous system through regular meditation, breathing, and yoga practices is essential to ensure the body can withstand and integrate this transformative energy without harm. The spine also symbolizes the axis that connects heaven and earth within the human being, representing the union between higher cosmic energies and the earthly forces that sustain physical life. This archetypal conception of the spine as an axis mundi appears in various spiritual and mythological traditions around the world. In the context of Kundalini awakening, this spine becomes a veritable channel of communication between the earthly and celestial planes, allowing higher energies to flow into the human energy field. This understanding helps explain why many practitioners report experiences of cosmic connection and states of unity during the Kundalini activation process. The importance of the physical and energetic integrity of the spine cannot be underestimated in the context of working with Kundalini energy. Structural problems in the spine, such as deviations, compressions, or energetic blockages, can impede or distort the flow of ascending energy, leading to unpleasant or even harmful experiences. Therefore, maintaining spinal health through appropriate movement practices, postural alignment, and energetic cleansing is essential. A healthy spine not only allows for the proper flow of Kundalini, but also serves as a solid foundation for building higher states of consciousness and spiritual fulfillment. Chakras represent the main energy centers of the human body, functioning as intersection points between the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual planes. There are 7 main chakras aligned along the spinal column, each associated with specific colors, elements, sounds, and particular aspects of human experience, beginning at the base of the spine with the root chakra and ending at the crown chakra Sahasrara. These energy centers form a vibrational scale that reflects the evolutionary journey of human consciousness. The progressive activation of these chakras through the movement of Kundalini energy represents a process of integration and expansion of consciousness that can profoundly transform the practitioner's life. The first chakra, Muladhara, located at the base of the spine, is associated with the color red and the element of earth, governing aspects related to safety, survival, and connection with the physical world. When activated, this chakra provides emotional stability and basic confidence in life. The second chakra, Svadhisthana, located in the pelvic region, is related to the color orange and the water element, influencing creativity, sexuality, and emotional relationships. Balanced activation of this center brings emotional fluidity and expressive creative capacity. The third chakra, Manipura, located in the solar plexus, vibrates yellow and connects to the fire element, governing personal power, self-esteem, and willpower. Its healthy activation manifests through self-confidence and balanced determination. The fourth chakra, Anahata, located in the center of the chest, resonates with the color green and the air element, being the center of unconditional love, compassion, and connection with others. This chakra acts as a bridge between the lower earthly and higher spiritual chakras, making it crucial to the process of spiritual transformation. The fifth chakra, Vishuddha, located in the throat, vibrates blue and relates to the ether element, governing authentic communication, creative expression, and personal truth. Its activation allows for clear and sincere communication, both with oneself and with others. The sixth chakra, Ajna, located between the eyebrows, manifests in the color indigo and is associated with intuition, inner vision, and transcendental wisdom. This center is often called the third eye, and its activation brings mental clarity and extrasensory perceptions. The seventh chakra, Sahasrara, located at the crown of the head, radiates pure violet or white light and represents a direct connection with the divine, enlightenment, and cosmic unity. This is the center where the Kundalini finally unites with universal consciousness, culminating in the state of Samadhi, or complete spiritual realization. The progressive activation of these chakras does not necessarily occur linearly, as each person has their own unique energetic pattern based on their past experiences and spiritual needs. Some practitioners may experience more intense activation of the higher chakras, even before the lower ones are fully balanced, which may indicate specific aspects of the individual's evolutionary process. The activation of the chakras through Kundalini energy should not be confused with mere physical sensations or fleeting emotional states. It is a structural transformation of consciousness that involves permanent changes in patterns of perception, behavior, and relationships with the world. Each activated chakra brings specific responsibilities and challenges as it expands the capacity to experience more subtle and complex realities. Therefore, working with the chakras requires emotional maturity, spiritual discipline, and proper guidance to ensure that the expansion of consciousness occurs in a balanced and beneficial way. The process of spiritual ascension through the awakening of the Kundalini represents a radical and complete transformation of the structure of human consciousness. When this dormant energy begins to move through the energy centers, the practitioner experiences profound changes on all levels of being: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Ascension is not a single event, but an ongoing process that can extend over months or years, depending on individual preparation and the intensity of the activation. During this period, the nervous system undergoes a fundamental reorganization, new neural patterns are formed, and the perception of reality expands to include dimensions previously inaccessible to ordinary consciousness. One of the first signs of Kundalini rising is increased energetic sensitivity and the ability to perceive subtle energy fields around people and environments. The practitioner begins to experience altered states of consciousness more frequently, enabling them to access profound insights into the nature of reality and their own existential purpose. Intuition becomes sharper and more reliable, enabling decisions based on perceptions that transcend conventional logical reasoning. Many report experiences of cosmic unity, where the sense of separation between the individual self and the universal whole dissolves, temporarily or permanently. These experiences can be intensely transformative, but also challenging, as they require a complete reevaluation of life's values and priorities. Spiritual memory, mentioned in the original text, refers to accessing knowledge and experiences that transcend the current life and may include memories of past lives or connections with higher spiritual dimensions. This phenomenon occurs because Kundalini activation expands the brain's ability to access information stored in the collective, morphogenetic field, or universal consciousness. The expansion of consciousness also brings a deeper understanding of the spiritual laws that govern existence, such as the law of action and reaction, the interconnectedness of all beings, and the cyclical nature of spiritual growth. The practitioner develops a more holistic perspective on life, recognizing that all events and experiences are part of a greater plan of evolution. The emotional transformation during the Kundalini ascension is equally profound, as the purifying energy dissolves old emotional patterns and psychological conditioning that limited personal growth.